Pressbox is a modern WordPress theme for blogs, news websites, food bloggers, affiliate marketers, and product reviewers. It is a theme that you can install and start using right away with minimal configuration. It is highly optimized for performance and SEO. With the help of the included block patterns and its full support for the modern block editor, Pressbox will help you create a unique website without any additional plugins. Pressbox includes several optional features that many will appreciate. Some of them are a sticky header with a built-in search form to save space, the ability to display a deck or content summary under the main headline, the ability to display the caption of featured images for proper image source attribution, an editable disclaimer for affiliate marketers, the ability to display the description of categories above or below the list of posts, and several developer options that can replace multiple plugins. Please allow me to explain step by step how you can use Pressbox to create a WordPress website. This is what your website will look like with Pressbox when you install it on a fresh installation of WordPress with no content. You can import the sample content from one of the theme demos. Follow the instructions in the dashboard and you will have it ready in no time. Let's take a look at a sample post in one of the demos and I'll show you how it was created. Create a new post, add the title, a few paragraphs of text, and a featured image. I will also provide a caption for my image, crediting the original author. I'll add the post to one category, set a few tags, and publish it. And this is what the post looks like. Now is a good time to look at several theme settings. Click on Customize, go to Theme Settings, and open the Posts panel. Some of these global options are off by default, but you can easily turn them on. The featured image can be displayed before the content, with or without its caption. Toggle this checkbox if you want your content to use the full width of a container. Here's what displaying the deck means. WordPress allows you to write an excerpt for your posts. This manual excerpt will be displayed under the post title. It can be used to provide a short summary of a current post or page. You can also display the updated date and even prioritize it. You can display the post's category, offer, tags, and offer bio. The post navigation option will display an older and a newer post. These posts can be restricted to be in the same category as the current post. Most of these options are available for regular pages too. If you have affiliate content on your website or other types of content that require a disclaimer, you can use the disclaimer panel in the theme settings. When you turn it on, it will display a label with a tooltip. You can override these global options for some posts and pages. If you have a particular post that shouldn't display any of this information, edit that post and open the settings panel to the right. Click on Post and scroll to the bottom of the panel. You will find the Custom Options section. You can hide certain parts of a current post or page. If you display your content in a narrow format, then you can take advantage of a particular block editor feature. As an example, let's take this image. Select it in the editor and click on the Alignment button. Change it to wide width. It will now be of the same size as the featured image. The full width alignment will work well only with posts and pages that have the sidebar turned off. Before I continue, allow me to import the sample content from one of the demos. It won't take long. The sample content was imported and contains all posts, pages, theme settings and customizations. But if you look at the homepage, then you may notice that some things are off. For example, the thumbnails for some posts don't have the same size. In the demo it's a square, but our copy is not. Another issue is that some posts don't appear in the correct parts of the homepage. Let's take it one step at a time. If you want to be able to have square thumbnails, open the Customize page, go to Theme Settings and then to Developer Settings. Turn on or off these custom image sizes. If you don't plan to use squares or portrait-type thumbnails, it is best to keep them off. This will save you some hard disk space and will be appreciated by users that have hundreds or thousands of images in their library. Once enabled, you will have to install, activate, and run the Regenerate Thumbnails plugin. After it finishes, you can deactivate the plugin. To understand why some posts don't appear in the correct areas of a homepage, let's see how it was created in the first place. This takes me to one of my favorite things about modern WordPress, and that is block patterns. I will create a new page that will be used as my new unique homepage. In the Settings panel to the right, select the homepage template instead of a default page template. This template will hide the page title and any other parts that are displayed on standard pages. Now it is just an empty page. Back in the editor, click on the plus sign in the top left corner, click on Patterns and then click the Explore button. Unfortunately, the Pattern Explorer doesn't provide a very good preview of complex block patterns, but once you insert them into the page, you can see what the pattern looks like. For example, let's add the featured content V1 pattern. You will see a large post to the left and a list of posts to the right. This layout was built using the columns block, so you can easily change the order of columns. The same thing can be done with other elements, such as the small thumbnails. This category of patterns relies on the standard query loop block. When using this block, there are two panels with settings, one in the toolbar and one in block settings. The large post uses a query loop block that is set to display only one post. In the block settings to the right, it is set to display posts only from the Premier League category. The other query loop block is also set to display posts from the Premier League category. I don't want the same post to appear twice. This is why the second loop has an offset of 1. After I save a page, I can see this beautiful section on my new page. Let's look at another pattern, the featured content V3. It works in a similar fashion. Two query loops that can pull posts from different categories or from the same category with an offset. The featured content V5 has 3 columns, with one larger post in the middle and lists of posts on both sides. You could increase the number of posts in each column and make this section a lot taller. And of course, you can change the order of columns. You may want to use the separator block to insert a thin line between these content areas. The featured section V1 and V2 can be used to create grids of posts. In the toolbar, you can select the number of posts, and in the settings to the right, select the number of columns in the grid. These headings are optional and can be edited or removed. You can change their size, color, style, and transform them into links. When using patterns with a query loop block, elements can be removed or rearranged. The thumbnail size and ratio can also be changed. If you'd like to create more visual separation between these patterns, select one of them, then make sure to select the top group container, change the alignment to full width, and add a custom background color. Once you're happy with the layout of a new homepage, open the reading page in the Settings section and select your new page as the homepage. It is important to note that all these block patterns can be used anywhere on the website, not just on the homepage. For example, you could use the featured section patterns inside your posts to dynamically display your other posts in the same category. Visitors that land on your older posts will always see recommendations for your newest content. These patterns can even be transformed into reusable blocks. If you don't know what reusable blocks are, I have a detailed video tutorial about this hidden gem of a feature. The comparison grid V1 pattern may be interesting to affiliate marketers doing product reviews and comparisons. It is a popular pattern that can be used for many things. Change the text, image, and links. Pressbox includes several widgetized areas where blocks can be used. Besides the traditional sidebar, there is a top bar, 2 header areas, and 2 footer areas. For example, in the footer widgets area, you could add a columns block and fill them with text, images, navigation menus, icons, a newsletter subscription form, or anything else. If you add anything to the footer copyright notice area, it will replace the standard copyright text. Now let's look at what else Pressbox has to offer. Open the Customize page. In the Site Identity panel, you can upload your website logo. The most important options are in the Theme Settings panel. In General Options, you can change the header layout, make it sticky, display the search module, as well as enable or disable comments for posts and pages. In Post Archives, you can edit the appearance of archive pages, such as categories. The first post on every archive page can have a special appearance. If you have descriptions for your categories, you can display them at the top or at the bottom of a page. People doing search engine optimization will like this feature a lot. In the Quick Styling section of the Theme Fonts panel, you can easily change the 2 default fonts used by the theme. Fonts are automatically downloaded and are hosted locally. This improves performance and is compliant with GDPR guidelines. You can also make changes to individual parts of the website without having to write any code. These panels are sorted by the order in which they appear on the page. Similar options are available in the Theme Colors panel, where you can easily adapt the theme to your brand color scheme. Pressbox is highly optimized for performance. Our theme demos are on a shared hosting plan at SiteGround. With SiteGround's caching plugin turned on, the demos receive nearly perfect scores with GTmetrix, Lighthouse, and Chrome's Performance Insights tool. These tests are run on pages with real content. A lot of time and effort went into making Pressbox easy to use even for beginners. It works right out of the box and does not require any plugins. Pressbox includes automatic theme updates directly in the dashboard. Quick and friendly support is available to all Pressbox users with an active license. And because you watched this video until the end, you earned an exclusive discount code for your first purchase of Pressbox. Thank you for watching, and please get in touch if you have any questions.